Hey, thanks for stopping by. I've got a great fly here for you. Um, this fly starts off with a tip of the hat to Charlie Meck, the great Pennsylvania fly tire fly creator. Bubba Holt, the Green Weenie wizard, uh, for his discipleship. But best of all, it's a way of needling a friend. And if you can't needle your friends, then yeah, there's not much fun in life. This fly is called Breitmeir's Bane. And many of you all have been around fly tying for any amount of time are familiar with Wickham's Fancy and Greenwell's Glory, all those great flies. They were named after people that either fished them or tied them. Well, this one is about a fly that I don't think Dave Breitmeir would come within a mile of. Dave is one of the great fly fishermen and experts on midges on the Elk River. He's also a match to hatch guy, as for the most part I am. But these new additions to my fly box have been really nice this year. And this one's based on the Euro Nymph, so it's truly a Euro-Appalachian nymph. We're going to start off with UTC 70 denier in chartreuse. We're going to go Vivas chartreuse quill body. And for our tag, we're going to use Danville chartreuse floss. This fly is, they say, it's based on the Green Weenie, which Dave just really can't stand the Green Weenie. But I think actually the way this keeps a slim profile and gets deep quickly really pays off for it. In the smaller sizes, it's really closely related to canker worms, the ones that drop from trees on webs. And I think if you try this fly, you'll be very successful. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the floss and I will dampen it because I work for a living and my hands are kind of rough. And I'll fold it over my thread and I'll work it back right to the bend of the hook. We'll just leave that for now. And we're still trying to build up that body. These are based on the jig nymphs and Perdigon nymphs of Europe. And the great thing about them is, in our pocket water, where we have those little bathtub size holes, they get to the bottom quickly, and you can get a really nice drift off these things. Okay, we're going to come back here. We can always trim this again if we have to, but right about there, and we can fluff it later once it dries. Now I'm going to take the Vivas quill body, which looks nothing like quill. I don't know where they get that name from, but it does reflect light really well. Take it back, take it up here, cut that off, and I hope I can keep from doing anything stupid with it. Now, next is just being patient. This stuff, the one downside I do see to it, it is multi-strand. And if you're not careful when you cut it or break it, then it winds up boogering up on you. And then you lose more of it. And I'm tight enough that I don't like losing any material. My wife says I'm a hoarder. I'm not tight, but I don't like losing material at all. We're talking about Dave. Let me tell you, when I first started fishing the elk, I made a comment that if you couldn't catch fish on the elk, then you couldn't fish. I just slayed them the first few times, but that was in May and early June. By the time summer came along, I was getting clobbered. That's when Dave convinced me to try out the weed flies, the 28s through 32s. And though it may seem like that fly wouldn't catch anything worth catching, my first trout on a midge was on a size 32, and it was a 21-inch brown trout. I've yet to duplicate that feat, but it is amazing how large fish will hone in on those small flies at times. Okay, now we're up towards the head. We were up towards the head, and I lost my grip. Okay, now I'm going to take chartreuse thread, go over this a couple of times, in front of it a couple of times, snip that off. And now, build up just a bump behind that head again. Quick finish. I am just having trouble here, aren't I? I'm just going to use one since I'm already having problems, and go to the piece de resistance. That's my Solaris UV finish. Now the great thing about this, it's going to protect that quill body, or that Vivas quill body. It's also going to make that thing just that much smoother and make it where's my light? Isn't that something? Pause for one moment, please. Okay, I'm back. Oh, you know this is big time when you forget to have your light and you have to go get it. Okay, that's it. This stuff dries so quickly. It is seriously, I'm not paid to say all these good things about it. I'm just so enthralled with this stuff that I can't believe it. It is marvelous. If you've ever used any of the other finishes, this is 100 times better. Anyway, that's the fly. Breitmeir's Bane, formerly the Nymph Weenie. That thing is a killer. Give it a shot. Y'all take care. We'll be seeing you.
Pay no attention to that red dress, that just her disguise. If you look close enough, see the evil in her eyes. Them high heels are daggers, shoving in my heart, coming in like a whirlwind, tear my life apart. My mama said, don't mess around, don't mess around. My mama said, don't mess around. Well, mama, she warned me, said there ain't no coming back.
Want to buy a possum?